Good evening, everybody, and welcome back dito sa FCM Live. This time we have the community perspective segment, and with me, of course, the everybody knows him, Mr. Jerry Caingcoy, founder of TFCC, and Kathy Arellano, one of the founders of Ezcape Events and Productions. So welcome to Community Perspective, and this is our last segment tonight. So we're gonna make it fun. We're going to make it lively and we're going to make it beautiful.
But this is also our first segment for the year 2019.
Yes. That's right. So if we're rusty, we ask for your forgiveness. But I think we're doing pretty well so far.
Yes. And also, it's to start our conversation tonight, Abel. It's important for us to, because this is the beginning of the year. I like what Plato have said. The beginning is the most important part. That's why for 2019, this is the beginning. This is our first segment. Today is our first FCM Live. And what are the things that before we, talk about what are the events coming up for this year? What are we excited about for 2019? What are the most significant events in 2018 that you could share to our audience?
Ladies first.
Well, syempre, una na dyan yung reggaeton namin.
That's right.
Reggaeton 2018, that's on August. February is Mikey Bustos. There's a lot. Pinoy Breakthrough is one of the most significant event that we are involved. Business-wise, what else? Maraming mga concert. Yung Katniel ni Tita Vanji Fons. Dami sobrang dami. It's a lot, and ang Filipino community talaga is very helpful pagdating sa mga community event. So napakaganda ng 2018 actually. And I'm looking forward for 2019. Mas bigger and mas better ang 2019.
And to add to that, 2018 actually is I would say a historical year for the Filipino community, because we have one nominated lady now in the provincial politics as a MLA or running for MLA.
Marjorie
and
Newman,
if she succeeds, I mean that's going to be amazing.
Yes.
And we also have of course the legalization of marijuana. I'm not I'll try not to talk about that too much, but that's also another big year here in our country and the community, and we didn't see too much of it wasn't such a big deal as people made it out to be. And so I think there was a lot overall. Sharissa Celis running for a nomination on MLA. So I think it was a great year. There was a lot of things great things that happened this year.
Yeah.
And of course, to top it off,
well, of course, as a community, this 2018 is really big for the Filipino-Canadian community, because over the last couple of years, we've seen really the rise of our community into being an active contributor, not only of our community in building the Filipino-Canadian community, but as well as really reaching out to the greater Canadian community.
That's right.
We've seen
That's
so
right.
many events organized by the Filipino community where it just caters to everybody. It's just being part of a greater Canadian community. And we've seen so many businesses as well in 2018 that actually flourished, and some have just started, and we see this as an ongoing trend in our community. And I think there's so many things to celebrate as far as the community is concerned in 2018. And we're just one of those who are privileged, and just for me to be part of this community events and to see how our community is evolving and growing and becoming an active and dynamic community, it's really something that at the end of the day, when I retire and look back, I have all this really impactful events and meaningful causes that had transpired, and just really something that I could carry on for the rest of my life. And I'm just so proud. As you all know, I'm one Filipino here who's always talking about the Filipino-Canadian community, and I hope that in 2019 you will not be tired of listening to my rants about really building a great community, because to me, this is something that we should always continue to share and continue to strengthen, because we belong, whether you like it or not, whether you participate or not, you are part and parcel of this community. Whatever our community is going through, and whatever achievements and accomplishments, each and every one of us is a reflection of our community.
That's true.
And that's something that we cannot deny. And so, as part of the Filipino Champions of Canada, it is always our passion to connect, share, and inspire our community. And it has evolved into not only inspiring our Filipino community, but as well as the greater Canadian community. That's my take for tonight for the 2018.
And of course, I'm going to speak on behalf of FCM. We introduced FCM Live.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
2018
Yeah.
is.
So
That's true.
I think FCM Live was a big addition, or I would say a big value add in the FCM team, Filipino Canadian Magazine team. And the other thing with the FCM Live as well, or in addition to FCM Live, is the transition of FCM from simply being a Filipino magazine to becoming a multicultural magazine.
That's true.
So I think those are big movements in the FCM team, and of course it wouldn't be possible without the help or without the work of our production manager, Mr. Eric Cordero,
Yes.
who is always behind
That's
the
true.
scene,
Yes.
making sure that the message is delivered both in print
Ano, galing-galing na niya.
and in video. That's right. Then we're very fortunate to have somebody like him in the community, because I think it's through that kind of work where a lot of the insights are shared or are able to share. And I want to say, maybe I should let Cathy talk about this, the TFCC 2018 Gala.
Yes, the gala, and yun yung nag-end ng year natin, and it's really amazing, and we have awardees na talaga naman, they're really deserving na makakuha yung mga awards na yan dahil
25?
yeah, 25
25
awardees.
Not only here in Calgary.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's all over Canada actually. Meron tayo from Winnipeg, meron na from Edmonton, Saskatchewan, and the east side of the country. So talagang it's really amazing. Ang daming event like Tita Alma's event, like
That's right.
the Beat It, right, concert,
the
and
Beat It,
this
yes.
one, the Empower Us.
Empower Us
Yun,
Gala.
isa din sa pinaka magandang event na hinos ng mga Pilipino, na tayo talaga sa atin yung tayo yung talagang behind of this event, in Empower Us. Kaya I'm really proud.
Yes, and of course, dahil wala siya dito ngayon, I would like to speak on behalf of Marietta and Jeff. The Pasko sa Pilipinas 2018
That was amazing.
really
that's amazing.
a big punctuation mark
That's
to
true.
end the
To
year.
end the year, yes.
And you know what?
Christmas.
My experience is really so personal, because for the last 10 years, we have been just celebrating with our close family, friends, and just very limited in that sense. And to have this event headed by Marietta and Jeffrey, I find that there's a lot of things really that we can do if we are just looking after the welfare of everyone, like just looking of how we can contribute to the community. So behind the story behind this is that when all started, Jeff came up with this idea and said, why don't we have a Pasko sa Pilipinas here? And because it's December 25th and it was never done before, so you really never know what's gonna happen. But to have more than 1,000 people register is really mind-boggling. More than 1,000 in Eventbrite. It just goes to show
That's
that
amazing.
the Filipino community is
For the first event.
is ready to really be like registering in Eventbrite. It's more of like the awareness of people in our community. Like it's no longer like the word of mouth thing.
That's
like people just go into
People are taking initiatives.
and all that.
That's true.
And so it was really a very successful event. This is my personal experience. So being part of the collaborator, the TFCC, FCM, and all the rest of the volunteers who was part of this event, my personal experience is nothing short of amazing, because I have seen the beauty of community in its truest form, like in its highest level. Like people from all walks of life coming from our Filipino community, just being there and one thing that I'm always amazed is that when you see a lot of Filipinos in one event, even if you don't know them personally, there's always that sense of bayanihan spirit. There's always that sense of really just being part of the community where there's no walls, there's no division. You're just there to enjoy and be a part of this great community. And I think that's the biggest win that event Pasko sa Pilipinas 2018 ever actually did. What about you?
I think to me what made an impact on me or what I observed is the generosity of people,
that one
of the businesses.
I
mean from the food, there was more than enough food for everybody. We did not run out of food.
There's a lot of food.
We did not run out of beverages.
The gifts and the
gifts.
prices.
I think it was 400.
It
was about 400 gifts that gave
the bags of rice, 500 bags of rice.
500
my
bags
God,
of rice.
yes.
That's right. So that to me, I don't think you can put a price on that.
That's right.
That's true.
I think that kind of generosity is, I don't want to be proud about our community, but I think during Christmas, it's that kind of generosity that separates our community apart. And I really saw it that day. And not only that, we had other non-Filipino donors as well. We had Brett Burns from Burnco. He gave money, and at the same time he gave gifts. And we're actually doing a raffle draw for a trip to the Philippines that will happen on January 30th, and whoever won the tickets for at the Pasko sa Pilipinas gets 5 tickets to be drawn in with the Burnco draw for the trip in the Philippines. So it's that kind of generosity that I think is contagious, and I actually think that we Filipinos are becoming a role model for Christmas and generosity in Christmas.
Yeah, that is basically the essence of Pasko sa Pilipinas 2018, because coming here to Canada, it's not easy to start all over again and learn a new culture, and there's always that missing piece every time, especially during Christmas, where we're known to be a country or people who actually loves to celebrate Christmas, and bringing the culture, the tradition, and the kind of energy and vibe of how we celebrate Christmas in the Philippines. Here in Calgary is really amazing. Like there's karaoke, there's games, there's dancing,
there's Zumba, of course,
and Zumba, and of course there's a lot of food. Like
That's right.
it's always a
Parang
commodity.
even naman na yung food.
That's right. Pero did we do Zumba?
Yeah, I think I think Tita Tata did it.
Tita
Tata did it, and because we're hosting FCM Live that time.
Yeah,
but it was great. Yung sila Tita Maria is there. Oh my God, they're very generous of their time to give back to the community by volunteering. Kasi wala namang bayad lahat. Everyone is just nobody was paid. Tita Marieta and Jeff and I think Tita Via Barrio Festa,
they put so much effort.
Oh my God, like sleepless nights.
And kudos to the volunteers, because like one of the things that I was also so proud is that I've seen the volunteers really stood for 5 hours just to serve food.
That's true.
And to just be, with all that, hospitality and that loving character and caring attitude, just speaks of the true, values or true spirit of being a Filipino, being hospitable, being friendly.
Yes.
Because at a certain time, like after 2 o'clock, it was already open to the public, and there's still a lot of food.
Oh,
that's right. And we want to say thank you to Pacific Place for letting us use the facility. TNT for allowing us to use the facility for the event. So again, Ate Marieta, I hope you're watching this.
Yes,
Jeffrey, I hope
soon.
you're watching this. And
Jeffrey.
what a great event, and we're very
congratulations,
thankful that you've initiated or you've started and worked with us on this event. So I think overall, that 2018 was a great year. 2018 was a great year.
It was 2018 is one of the, maybe looking back now that we're 2019, 2018 will, I think, continue to be a very impactful year
It'll
for
set
me.
the tone, I
Like
think.
yes, and
set the
that
tone,
kind
that's
of
true.
spirit, that kind of energy, that kind of positivity and level of connection in our community,
I know.
and the level of cooperation, the generosity, and something that I'm always amazed. There's really a lot of people in our community who are generous, and we have such a vibrant community because every week there is an event.
That's right.
And
That's
we
true.
see a lot of sponsors supporting an event.
That's right.
And if our community is not dynamic, is not active, and there's no money in our community, then these events will not be as successful.
That's
as
right.
you know.
That's
So
right.
there's always, and we see that not only through media, but also like we have first-hand information and experience
That's right.
just being there.
And
right?
I'd be very curious how much government funding goes into these cultural events. I would think it's very little. I think it's a lot of it is self-funded by our community, which
Yeah.
is
That's
great.
true.
And to add, of course, I'm just gonna say that one of the highlights for me is the reggaeton. Of course, right?
Event of the year.
The
for
event
TFCC.
of the year.
Thank you,
I've
TFCC,
never,
grabe.
I've
For
never
touch.
seen so many dancers in one place
Different cultures
from different cultures.
That's
different
So,
communities.
I think 2018. We could also say that 2018 is the year where we saw some leaders step up.
Yeah,
Kind of like.
yeah.
Thank you so
and of
much.
course,
Aspiring leaders.
Tina is not here.
Yeah, she's doing Zumba right now.
That's right, and she did that master class
Yeah, she
not too long ago where we
Yeah.
had
Yes.
I think it was only about 30% Filipinos in that
Yeah.
Yeah.
in that master
most-
class.
most of
Everybody else was different
different
culture.
culture. That's
So I think it's those little things that can ripple,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think that's that's what I'm looking forward to, is that now that we've dropped pebbles for 2018, we want to see it ripple for the upcoming year. So I'm very excited because we're seeing a lot of young leaders stepping up.
Yeah.
And
Very young, actually, like Blake. Blake
Like
Lepidos.
Blake,
He's
that's
very
right.
young
That's right. And as
to
an
support a
entrepreneur.
community event. Grabe. He's
Yeah.
very generous.
Yeah, and we see that we have people like Blake because they're inspired, and there are organizations that they believe in their cause, in their vision, and if we are always here to give our community the opportunity to support, trust me, they will come to you, they will support you. Because the only thing that we really have to do is to be very consistent with our message and to be clear about our vision, what we
right.
want to accomplish. Because we are all in this together.
That's
like
right.
individually,
We all benefit from it.
Yes,
right?
we're benefit from it. Every member of our community is an important fiber of a great community. And as the saying goes, individually we are a drop, but together we are the ocean.
And
That's true.
and to add to that, Kuya, I think that our team have played a big role in making sure that we we elevate our community, the Filipino Canadian community here in Calgary, but also it could serve as an inspiration for Filipinos in other cities. I'm gonna ask you,
Yeah.
Kathy.
Yes, yeah.
Of course, Zumba is now a big thing in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Filipino community. I think we're addicted to it.
Yes.
I'm
Everyone, I think.
I'm starting to learn Zumba just because of the peer pressure, and I don't know how many times I've watched the YouTube channel of Ezcape Zumba with Tina and you
Tina,
guys. I'm trying to. They're torturing me in my own house. But what's next? What's coming up?
Very exciting. Actually, tomorrow is our kickoff because there's a lot of people who wants to buy tickets na, sa totoo lang.
This is for the Reggaeton.
Reggaeton 2019.
2019.
So, Reggaeton 2019, nandiyan na yata yung aming posters. Grabe.
Yes.
So, nakikita, as you can see, our mystery guest is the Maneuvers, Joshua Zamora, Jason Zamora, and Jopay of previously Sex Bomb dancers. So, Jopay and Joshua are husband and wives kasi. So three
That's awesome.
celebrity guests for 2019.
So you're really stepping it up.
Yes, we're stepping it up. Last year is Regine
Regine
Tolentino.
Tolentino, just one.
Just
Now
one.
it's three.
So,
Wow.
so your $35 is like you participate on this event because you're going to dance on the master class, right? And then you will get to enjoy the celebrity. For the Filipino, especially, syempre, they know the Maneuvers. It's a backup of Gary Valenciano. And also, makakatulong ka pa kasi we're going to give percentage of the proceed for the same foundation for the Love Children's Society of Alberta.
That is amazing.
That's awesome.
So tatlo yung start $30 sa $35 mo, nabigay mo na lahat. Like you enjoy,
and you have fun. You get
had fun.
You have a healthy body.
Kasi 25 song ang masterclass.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
So imposibleng hindi ka mag-sweat doon.
That's right. That's
So
right.
it's
It's the
a-
connection that you make.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
It's so this year we're targeting 1,500.
Wow.
Same
And
venue
same
tayo?
venue, Genesis Center. So, and tsaka ko na i-reveal yung aming mga sponsors pero merong may mga major sponsors talaga. Of course, same as 2 years ago sa syempre Reggaeton 2017-2018 is in cooperation with the Filipino Champions of Canada, Tito Jerry. So thankful talaga kasi Tito Jerry's been there for us to guide us what to do because baguhan lang kami ni Tina 2017 we did it for 300 people without celebrity. 2018 we did it for 1,000 people with Regine Tolentino.
That's right.
So like this year I'm really excited, grabe. I'm really excited for the Zamora brothers and for Jopay. And they are also excited. I heard that we're going to promote our event in ASAP Live.
Wow.
Yeah, ASAP Live. And also Gary V will also promote us.
Is Gary V
Valenciano.
coming? Wow.
No, he will
Maybe,
help
you know what?
us.
He's rich enough.
I
Gary
Who knows
V,
he will come?
Gary V, if
I
you're
don't know.
watching this, you know how much money I spent on your tapes and CDs?
Oh yeah, I remember. I have a
Right?
tape of Gary V.
You know,
So,
natutulog ba ang Diyos?
I
You know how many
know.
hours I've watched or I've listened to that music? So you better come here.
There's a
I'm
Gary
really
V fan
excited.
here.
That's
I'm
right.
really excited.
So, Dati-Rati, I mean, oh my God.
Yeah,
I
shout
could-
for joy, shout for
oh.
joy. Yeah, actually, we're going to do a Gary V medley with the Zamora brothers.
I prefer Gary V coming
So
in.
kung sa mga hindi po nakakilala sa Maneuvers, they are the one na nagpauso ng Macarena on the 90s, and also the Zamora brothers is the two most popular Maneuvers dancers back in the 90s. Na hanggang ngayon ay backup pa rin ni Gary Valenciano.
Wow, I love it. I
So
love it.
talagang
So there's a
yung mga
legacy in
girls
here.
dyan, grabe.
Oh, wow.
Mai-excite talaga kayo because they are really handsome. Matatangkad sila. And
Delikado
also,
tayo dyan, Kuya Jerry.
I
Baka
know.
masapawan tayo.
We should go to the gym now.
I know,
That's right.
mag-start.
We should
Ay, nga
start
pala.
trimming.
Ito pala yung pinaka-highlight niyan. Ang aming MC host ay walang iba kung hindi si Mr. Abel Pagaling.
Oh my
Siyempre,
goodness.
kailangan fit na fit siya sa
Yeah.
August niyan.
Absolutely. I think I need to
So,
look my
I think
best.
mag-ano yata siya eh. Mag-ano ka ba? Orange?
Mag-orange shorts?
Yeah, that would be a surprise.
It will be a surprise yung
Let's
kanyang
do it.
susutin as a host, official host of Reggaeton 2019. So, kaabang-abang
Yeah.
kasi siya ang host.
You know what? It's an honor kasi every time I see ladies like Kathy and Tina taking the lead, bringing communities together, not just the Filipino communities but the community together, and of course TFCC being the sponsor and the ambassador, so to speak, of connecting communities together, and us FCM Live being there. To me, it's an honor.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
Thank you so much for
and
saying yes.
I am deeply honored.
Yeah,
I
we're
think.
really excited actually. Last year, maraming mga media sponsors na talagang naging involved because
That's
this is a 100% fundraising event yung last year.
That's right.
So CTV News, yung kay Hector
Chaparro.
Yeah, Chaparro yung Latin Canada.
That's right.
Yeah, Latin
even,
Canada.
I don't think the Latin community have done a big reggaeton like we've done. Like,
I think it was the first.
They have.
but they had the first one.
No, this one is. I'm not sure with the other community. A lot of times when people ask me to collaborate, one of the things that I really want to see in an event is, you've mentioned that already, is this event going to connect communities.
Yeah,
Not just our own community, but also the greater Canadian community. And I've seen that from the very beginning when I met with Tina and Kathy. to kind of plan about Reggaeton 2018, I have to make sure that this is bringing the community together, and not only the community together, but also the greater Canadian community. And that's why we continue to support Reggaeton, because it's not only a unique event where there's a lot of participation from different communities. It's one of the events, probably only one, or if not, that has all the the elements of fun, good cause or great cause, impact, and really so many benefits, like just being active and healthy, helping a good cause, bringing the community together, reaching out to the greater Canadian community, and just that connection of people is really something that we should celebrate and we should continue to support. That is why I'm always supporting Reggaeton, and I'm collaborating with them, because those are the things that I want my contribution to be where I should put my contribution, because at the end of the day, we're not just doing this as a dance event. In the end, are we impacting? Are we making lives better? Are we improving the relationship in the community? All these positive messages that we want to continue. It's not a perfect world. We're not in a perfect world, but we're trying our best to continue to improve it and to contribute day by day, little by little, so that we can have a happier, a stronger community and a better community.
That's
awesome.
True. Naku,
that's awesome.
Pwede na ba ako mag-plug?
Yeah,
pwede na.
I think so, yeah.
Alright,
yeah.
so sa inyo pong lahat, maraming salamat sa lahat ng nag-support sa Reggaeton 2018. So tomorrow is our official kick-off, Reggaeton 2019. So pwede na po kayong bumili ng ticket through Eventbrite. Tomorrow, we're going to release our video. Syempre, ang nag-create ng aming video is si Beryl. Beryl, thank you so much for doing such a great job sa mga videos ng Reggaeton. So we're going to release...
Not just Reggaeton, TFCC.
I know, siya din ang gumawa.
Yeah,
Galing talaga.
Beryl,
thank you, bro.
So much, Beryl. And i-release namin tomorrow ang official teaser with the Zamora Brothers and Jopay.
There we
and
go.
also, we're going to open the ticket sale sa online ticket sa Eventbrite. So yung mga nagtatanong sa akin, there's a lot of people who's asking how to buy tickets now. So we're going to post it on our page, Ezcape.ca, Ezcape Events and Production. So pwede nyo nang i-search yun, or like our page, Ezcape Events and Production, or check our website, Ezcape.ca, www.ezcape.ca.
And of course, we will broadcast it massively.
Yes. Thank you to FCM, grabe. Since 2017, FCM helped us. And also, syempre, without yung blessing ni Tito Jerry sa 2018 to make it big. Actually, a year ago, this week, nag-meet kami sa Starbucks with Tito Jerry. Kung sinabi niyang no ang 2018, hindi matutuloy yung 1,000 people. So we ask our mentor if it's possible and if it's feasible na, pwede na namin gawin. So nung sinabi namin, may blessing kami sa kanya, and he said yes, that we're ready. Then we did it. Yeah. The reason why we did it is because he said yes.
and it turned out amazing.
Yes,
I could
amazing.
You know what?
That's
one of the best events I've been to.
I know. Thank you so much. And ang daming natulungan.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually, nagpadala na sa akin ng For the Love ng unang nila, yung bibili nila ng mga gamit for Isabella. Wow. So I'm so happy.
And also the business community, they're able to not only support but also put their message out there, like the services, their whatever they're offering the community.
Oh, I have 45 sponsors altogether.
That's amazing.
Ang dami talagang generous. Actually, hindi lang Filipino community. There's businesses na hindi Filipino owned, Canadian. So I'm so blessed na they are part of our event, and also nagpapasalam. I'm really thankful for everyone who contributed sa Reggaeton 2018.
And we look forward to 2019.
And so once again, when is this gonna be? And
yes, August 10, 2019. So meron pa kayong 6 months dyan.
Wow.
Bumili na kayo ng ticket. VIP is 55. Regular ticket is 35. We're going to kick off tomorrow. You can click the Eventbrite page, then you can buy the tickets there. And also we will give yung printed tickets sa mga sponsors namin.
That's great.
So we're going to announce the sponsors sa susunod na FCM live na guesting ko. Maraming salamat.
All right, there we go. So aside from this big event that we are looking forward to in 2019, the Reggaeton 2019, what are the things that you are excited about in 2019? Now that it's finally 2019, we had a really good year in 2018. What are you excited about in 2019? What do you want to continue? What do you want to see more? And what change would you like to have personally, community, career, business, whatever it is?
Wow. Well, I would like to see a lot of things, but I think the big thing for me is first and foremost, of course, the community to continue to collaborate and work together, because there's strength in numbers, right? And there's a lot of things that we can achieve together as a community. So what I'd like to see more is collaboration, really, in our community.
Agree.
And
More.
I also, and not just in events, I think we excel in doing a lot of great things, like events and so on, and entertainment. But there are some serious issues that are creeping up that we need to be a part of. I think as a Filipino community, we can show leadership in immigration issues. Right now, there's a movement towards the negative perception of immigrants because of the immigration issues happening in the U.S. and all the refugees that are happening. So there is that negative perspective brewing towards immigrants, and I do believe that it is up to us as immigrants to participate in those discussions. Doing the TFCC event, the gala, showcasing what we're doing to contribute in the community. I think it's a very powerful message to say that immigrants from day one that they arrive here are an asset to this country. And I think we need to counter the negative perspective that's happening or that's being viewed for the immigrants. So to me, I'd like to see more collaboration in the community. For FCM Live, we'd love to connect with, or with FCM in general, we'd love to connect with all the different communities. Our mission, one of our missions in FCM is to bridge cultures. Right? So we'd like to see that. And personally, for me, I think I'd love to see, my preference is to have more leaders rise up in our community, because if you only have a few leaders in our community, then the leadership work becomes very difficult. But if we have leaders that are very active, imagine if we can clone ourselves 10, 15 times. Imagine how much damage we could do, or not damage, sorry. Imagine how much good things we could do if we have 5 Kuya Jerrys out there, all scattered. So I think just those 3 things: collaboration, bridging cultures, and I'd love to see leaders rise up sa community natin for this year.
No, I think if you're a good leader, you create leaders.
Not followers.
Not followers, right? If Tito Jerry is an effective leader because he's creating leaders in the community.
That's right.
That's the reason why he's very effective. You are very effective as well.
And he's also very good looking.
Yes, so ganun yun. So if you multiply yung leadership, yun yung true leader.
And that's true.
Yes.
I think we need the strong leaders, the good leaders, to rise up in our community, because not everybody is the same. But I do think there are effective leaders like Kuya Jerry in our community that can really influence other leaders to rise up, from the youth, or I guess our kids, to the youth, to the elderly. So that's what I'd love to see in our community. Maybe at the end of the year next year we have 2 or 3 Pasko sa Pilipinas events held by different leaders.
That's true.
Why not?
Yeah,
that would be a big statement.
That's
right?
a good one.
If the TFCC gala next year happens in the State Stadium with 500, 1,000 people, and we host other communities to show what we're about. I mean, that would be awesome, right? But we need leaders to make that happen. We can't do it on our own.
That's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well
What
said.
about you, Kuya?
I am as excited as you are too for 2019. There is a great momentum or push or energy that's behind us, because we truly have ended 2018 really with a really in a high note. That's why starting 2019 is something that we have this really great force behind us to propel, 2019, to elevate 2019 to the next level. And you've said really, really great points already about what you are excited about, which I also agree with you. And as part of the Filipino Champions of Canada, the first vision that we have, that we continue to do, is the power of connection. And if we continue to connect in many different ways and platforms, or events like FCM Live, imagine every Friday we connect with people in our community.
That's true.
And exponentially we connect to really inspiring people who have a message, and people who are contributing really great things to our community. At the end of the year, I'm really excited to celebrate these achievements and these people that we have connected, and not only that we are inspiring people, but also in the process we are also inspired. And so that's something that I am excited about. So FCM Live is one really effective platform to connect, and I've always debated the meaning of between, because sometimes these two words are used interchangeably. One is unite, the other one is connect. But I would go for connect, because there is really power in connection. It's less threatening. I'm connecting with you not because we are the same, or we believe in the same principles, or we are we came from different backgrounds. The power of connection is that it represents you, and it represents the whole community and whatever you're standing for. You don't have to actually change your beliefs, change your perspective, or whatever it is, wherever you're coming from. Because in connection you can work together, you can connect, you can share ideas, you can actually inspire. And that's why basically the vision of the Filipino Champions of Canada is very effective, because of these three words: connect, share, and inspire. By connecting, you can start to share ideas, resources, whatever it is. Even just an idea you can share, and in the hope that you can inspire. And you know how powerful is inspiration.
That's right.
Inspiration can do so many things. And imagine these big companies, founders who've started a great idea and inspired so many people right now. Like, talk about Amazon, talk about the owner of Tesla, and this
Elon
really
Musk, right?
Jack Ma, and all these people who actually inspired so many people to do the same because of their stories. And that is why at the Filipino Champions of Canada, we will continue in 2019 to listen to more stories, to provide a platform for everyone, because everyone has a story to tell, and we believe that these stories are powerful. And that's what I'm excited about, to hear many stories in our community, because we have so many great stories to tell, not only to impact our own community, but the rest of the world, actually. And something that I am so proud of our community, because we never run out of really inspiring people in our community. And by highlighting individuals who are inspiring, who are doing a great thing to our community, it strengthens our community as a whole.
Right.
We become a window for other communities to get to know us better, up close and personal, and just an opportunity for everyone to be part of such a great community.
That's awesome. And
That's
Kathy?
true. Well, where dun sa I'm really excited about Reggaeton 2019, syempre it's our event. I'm also excited to the new entrepreneurs to step up to their next level. Because I think this is their year. This is your year, guys. So you have to do it now. Like kami, we're very new. We started Ezcape Events and Production last December. Nung December 9, it's our parang official ano namin is December 9. So we want to elevate to our next level. That's why we're doing such good events for our community, and also we want to serve not only our community but to the greater Canadian community.
That's awesome.
So sabi
and
nga
you're
ni
already doing that.
Yes, sabi nga ni Christina Makapili, we are as much as we are Filipino, we are also Canadian.
That's true.
So
That is
we're
awesome.
really excited. Oh my God, 2019.
2019. Here we go.
Yes.
Here we
So
come.
Reggaeton
2018
2019
was practice.
Yes.
2018 was practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
2019 is where we
grabe,
we
exciting.
step it up.
So yeah, Eventbrite. Tomorrow we're going to be live again with Christina sa Ezcape Events and Production. And we're going to sell the tickets tomorrow. So please, yung mga nagtatanong sa akin, bili na kayo ng ticket. $35 lang and $55 yung VIP
Awesome.
tickets.
All right.
You.
So to end this conversation, just one last thing. This is your time to say thank you for the people, whatever you want to say thank you. Take this opportunity to say thank you for a wonderful 2018 and for a very exciting 2019 ahead.
Yeah, so okay. So syempre I would like to say thank you sa everyone who's been involved sa mga events namin. Syempre with Tito Jerry, FCM, they are my family. They're my second family na talagang they support us ever since day one talaga. They are really very supportive core talaga, super supportive. And also syempre sa mga pamilya namin, because you know what, isa sa mga natutunan ko kay Tito Jerry, if your family, syempre yun yung priority mo, your family, second yung work mo or business, right? Kasi kung wala yung dalawang yun, you cannot serve the community. So you have to be good in those two bago mo ma-serve yung community. Otherwise hindi mo magagawa. It's really hard to serve a community without that two most important things. So to our family, to our second family, thank you so much for all the support na. It's been a good 2018 and I am looking forward to 2019 para sa mga new entrepreneurs. And I think this is your year. Tama si Frederick. 2019 is everybody's year sa Filipino-Canadian community. Yeah.
For me, first and foremost, I want to thank, of course, God, who's given us the strength each day to be able to make a difference and add value in people's lives. And the second one, I want to thank my lovely wife, who has been with me, beside me, and sometimes over me to make sure that things get done. Without my wife, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
So may premyo ka mamaya.
That's right. I owe a lot. I owe a lot to my wife Abel, and of course my lovely kids. You know, they're my inspiration. Right, they are the stars that I want to shine. I want them to shine bright, and they are my stars, my guiding lights, so to speak. And of course, my FCM family, my partner Eric Cordero, the hardest man in the media industry.
Galing na ni Tito
That's right.
And
you know, we wouldn't have these conversations, we wouldn't have this insights, and you know, these are the things that will stay on throughout history, believe it or not. Unless something happens to Facebook.
I know. Wag naman sana, Mark.
But we're leaving a legacy now, and that's because we have a platform that's provided by somebody like Eric, and of course, you know, we like I said, we wouldn't be here without Eric Cordero's help or work in FCM. So my FCM family and the TFCC.
That's true.
Kuya Jerry, of course, who started
everything.
Who started the spark.
The spark,
in the community. So
like 2 years ago, I'm just a plain housewife. I'm
right.
not sure if
That's
I can
right.
serve the community, to tell you honestly.
That's
I'm
right.
not really sure. But
That's
Tito
right.
Jerry and you guys, you inspire me a lot to do better.
That's right. And I think it is that the spark is very important. That's why inspiration is very important.
Kailangan lang may push talaga.
That's right, because a lot of us have a lot of skills, talents, and a lot of value to give. But what is the spark? And until you know, it's like a car, a beautiful car full of gas, great engine, great tires, but until there's a spark plug in there, it's really just dead in the water. It just means nothing. So to me, TFCC, my TFCC partners, of course, my mentor and coach Kuya Jerry, Caingcoy, and all the other Brent and Hannes, Pico, Celis, and all the other TFCC people that we've you know, that have worked with us. So thank you, and last but not least, I want to thank our community. I can say I am 100% proud to be a Filipino, and of course I am 100% proud to be Canadian. And
That's true.
I have the best of both worlds. I get to learn about Jose Rizal and Apolinario Mabini, and at the same time play with Superman and Batman. So my social studies perspective, if I could say Kuya Francis Harris's words, are very broad. So thank you to the Filipino Canadian community. Thank you to all the leaders out there for creating a very good community where we can thrive and that we can represent.
That's true.
Very well said, Abel. I think I have nothing more to add to that. I just want to take this opportunity also to thank my family, my wife, who has willingly for many years supported me behind the scenes and just allowing me to spend hours and hours doing what I'm passionate of, especially with TFCC and collaborating with various community events. Thank you to my wife, Anne, for releasing me to the community and just supporting me behind the scenes. The things that I do in our community, the passion and fulfillment I get every day, it's because that I do not only serve a community, but I also serve a great family who supports me and who is solid and who is always behind me. Whether you see them with me or not, they're always rock steady, solid behind me. So thank you so much to my wife, Anne, and to my two children, Caitlin and Nico. And also, I want to thank, of course, all the Filipino-Canadian businesses who have supported the Filipino champions of Canada from the very beginning. I would like to say this once and for all, that TFCC would not be TFCC now if not for your support. All of our events, we're able to offer most of our events free to our community as a form of generosity and to really thank and to pay it forward to a great community of people and to also recognize inspiring individuals in our community and to be a loudspeaker of what we can do as a community. And without the support of the Filipino-Canadian businesses, we would not have been able to achieve all these things. Thank you so much for your continued support. And from the very beginning, we never ran out of support. We're always very grateful of the support of this Filipino-Canadian businesses.
Overwhelming.
Very overwhelming. We never really, run out of sponsors. And I hope that you will continue to be blessed. In 2019, we will continue to support you, that your businesses will flourish as well, and that you can continue to support not only TFCC but also all other impactful events in our community, because we do have so many events in our community that are contributing to building a great community and impacting this great community just as a whole, the Canadian community. And so thank you so much for the trust, the confidence, and all the support that you have given to TFCC. And also the third thing that I want to say and take this opportunity as well is to really see and be grateful for the many leaders in our community who have came out of when we all started the vision of connecting, sharing, and inspiring. You know who you are. I see you, I connect with you, I talk to you. I am just so proud of these people. Not only these two people who are here, Eric here. I've seen how they have started and how they have, continue to love the community and to be able to serve. Thank you so much for carrying the same vision in building this great community, and also those leadership potentials that you have showcased and you have displayed over the course of over the last many years. And I hope that you will fly high, you will soar high, you will be blessed, and you will expand your territories, you will elevate to the next level. And 2019 is just an amazing year for all of you, and that's my prayer for all of you. And lastly, I want to see and hear more stories in our community, because I know that every time there is a community event, we have such a huge community where every time there is an event, there's always somebody that you could meet, that you could connect. And if we cannot unite, at least we can connect, because there is power in connection. Let us always be aware that every one of us is a reflection of our community. Whatever we do reflects the whole community. So let's continue in 2019 to do good, to do more and be more, because together we can achieve greater things. With that, thank you for watching, and I hope that you will continue to tune in every Friday.
That's
FCM
true.
Live
Yes.
starts at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yes, that's
Bye
Have a
for
good
true.
one.
now.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.